ตอนนี้เป็นช่วงสุดท้ายพิเศษแล้วก็จะเป็นคลิปพิเศษของวันนี้ด้วยนะครับเพราะว่าตอนนี้ทุกท่านที่รออยู่ตรงนี้ที่หน้าห้องมาเทนเนี่ยเป็นดิสติบิวเตอร์ทั่วโลกนะครับที่จะมาเจอกันวันนี้เพราะว่าเขาจะมีสังสรรค์แล้วก็เขาจะมีคุณไมเคิลเฟมเมอร์มาแนะนำนะฮะในห้องมาเทนอันนี้เขาใช้แอมของ i n s t o p นะครับแล้วก็ลำโพงเป็นมาเทนที่จะโชว์ในห้องนี้เพราะฉะนั้นเดี๋ยวสักครู่เราจะเข้าไปบันทึกการบรรยายของคุณไมเคิลเฟมเมอร์แล้วก็ใช่บรรยากาศยังไงแล้วสรุปเดี๋ยวก็น้องเฟิร์สก็จะเป็นแปลให้ฟังนะเพราะว่าวันนี้ตอนนี้คนเยอะมากข้างในแล้วก็คนรอข้างนอกอีกเห็นไหมนี่คือทั้งหมดที่เราเห็นอยู่นี่คือรอเข้าห้องนี้ตอนนี้ก็ข้างในก็เต็มแล้วนะฮะเดี๋ยวทุกคนก็จะเข้าไปช่วงที่คุณไมเคิลเฟมเมอร์มาเราเริ่มที่6 โมงเพราะฉะนั้นเดี๋ยวเป็นช่วงพิเศษที่สุดนะครับว่าเขาจะแนะนำเขาจะดูว่าอะไรที่เขาจะให้เราได้ฟังได้นะครับนะเพราะฉะนั้นเดี๋ยวเราก็ไปเจอกันข้างในนะครับ
He will make a show for us, and then since we are so many and we are afraid that some of you will get lost because this is a very big city, we have hired a bus so we can go together. But then after the dinner, you have to take care of yourself. So you get home.
If we manage.
But maybe we can be of some assistance. You can ask. Lars can help you and tuck you in maybe later on. He's very helpful. So, and I just also want to present a new person. Most of you or none of you have not met him. It's Patrick Smith. He's our brand designer. He takes care of our social media platforms. And in a very nice way, I think. It's also part of our success a little bit, or very much.
A little bit.
A little bit or very much. Or something in between. Yeah. And he works together with Lars in London. That's our London office. And then, so you can see we are growing internationally now. Yeah. We have office there as well. Maybe we open in New York next year. Paris,
and
Tokyo, of course. So maybe it's time for you now, Leif.
I can do a little bit presentation of our new loudspeaker.
So
Thank you very much for your kind words.
Yes. But this speaker is really something special, and Leif will tell you more about it now.
Yeah. So this is a new model in our Mingus series. It's between Mingus Quintet 2 and the Mingus Orchestra. It's a 4-way model. So it's a diamond tweeter, beryllium high mid-range, ceramic low mid-range, and 2 bass drivers with aluminum sandwich cones. And then you have 2 passive radiators on the back, 10-inch. And it's also first order crossover that we always have in the Mingus and the Colton series. And acoustic centra for all the drivers is the same. So together with the first order crossover, you get perfect timing with all the frequencies coming at the same time to hear. And that's quite unique. Very, very few loudspeakers can do that, except for the Mingus series and Colton series. But the special with this model is that we have 200% custom-made drivers for Martin. So we developed these drivers together with manufacturer. And the special thing with these drivers is not the material. It's a beryllium dome, but it's a very good material for domes. But they are extremely lightweight. So they are about 30-40% of the normal weight of a driver. So that makes them very fast and very dynamic, and also very natural. So you get extreme low distortion and very natural sound that you can't get with any other drivers in that sense. So that's a special with this new model. So I'm very proud of this and very happy for it. The retail price is around 108,000. It starts at 108,000. Then you can have some options with different woods and also statement edition. That means that we have a little bit better component in the crossover and also statement cabling internally. It weighs, it's quite heavy, it's 95 kilos. So, and it's also, but it's easy to handle. When you get it in flight cases, it comes in flight cases, it's on wheels, so you can just roll it out and adjust it where you want it. So you can handle it yourself, actually, one person. So, and when you change the wheels to these isolators, that's also included in the price, of course. Isolators make the loudspeaker to be isolated from environment, so it doesn't, the floor or anything else doesn't affect it. So then it's got much more dynamic sound, also more free floating and less distortion. Now, Mr. Fremmer.
Yes, are you ready for me?
I'm always ready for you.
So quick, you can do the whole demonstration so quickly?
Yes.
There must not be much going on in that. I went to an event in a place called the Clavier House in New York. It's a piano showroom that has a performance space. And a friend of ours is a concert promoter, and he fell on hard times during COVID and decided to do these little concerts at the Clavier House. So we went there to support him. And 2 or 3 young people came up and played piano. They were okay. And then Rufus Reed walked in, which was a total surprise because he's like, and he comes in and he says, I want to introduce you to Kalen Cardello. And this 20-year-old kid comes out and they sit down together and they start playing. And after half a song, it was like, this is something absolutely amazing. And I said to my friend, it's too bad they're not recording this. And he said, they are recording it. And they were recording it, and a really great engineer was doing the recording. And when it was over, and it turns out these 2 people had never played together before, ever. And so it was one of those magical moments where 2 people who have never played together communicate, and it was magic. And I got permission to release this as a record. We had to pay everybody, but, and I want to play you some of it. I only have a lacquer so far, so it's not finished. But the record's going to be called Who's the New Cat? Starring Kalen Cardello. And I just have to go through these records to find them. So this is a lacquer that was cut of one side. And hopefully the other side is in here too. But I'm not going to play the whole record for you, obviously. But I'll look for the other side while I play this side for you. So this is Kalen Cardello, who's a 20-year-old pianist, and Rufus Reed. And I went to an event after this at a showroom, and let's see, play. All right, play that. right from the beginning. And I was at this event that Christian McBride was at, and all the New York jazz cognoscenti. And I said, anybody here ever hear of Kalen Cardello? And all these guys say, oh, Kalen, yeah, we know Kalen. Somebody's going to sign Kalen. I said, I signed him, and I'm putting out his record. So this is Kalen Cardello and Rufus Reed. There's a little introduction first. We'll play one track, or if you like it enough, we can play two tracks, but